Gone? Go.
Hello and welcome to the Spoiler Squad podcast. My name is Adam and I'm joined by Ken.
Yippee.
And Jamie.
How you doing?
Our podcast is for talking about films and reviews about films, and today we're going to talk about
Why so serious, God?
the news. So I'm always serious.
What
Ken.
news do we
I'm
have?
always serious.
Go on, talk.
So our first topic of news is about the Harley Quinn film.
Yes, it's been announced.
So
After Spoiler Squad.
That's not Spoiler Squad. After Suicide Squad.
I fucked that up.
You fucked that up. You fucked that up. As I'm sure you just noticed there, you know this.
No, but seriously though, how can they make a? I'm actually serious. How can they make a Harley Quinn movie?
When is it supposed to be released? Like
But
2017?
yeah, a year after Suicide Squad.
Yeah. As I'm sure you just noticed there, this
Bob, you
podcast
sound like you're still introducing everything.
is I am still introducing it, is uncensored, so that if you're not
yeah,
a
so
fan
be
of the
fucking
language,
careful with who's
yeah,
listening.
there you go.
There may be some fucking laugh.
Yeah,
language.
there's a lot of language here. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Anyway.
get with the fucking program. Okay, so your thoughts on the Harley Quinn film, Jimmy? Would you be interested in that?
Not at all. No.
I don't know, like, you know.
Margot
it's
Robbie,
just
that's
kinda
about it.
like,
Is-
yeah.
Are you
No,
go? Are
no,
you,
no. This is what they'll do.
I don't
They'll
know
make-
because I haven't seen Suicide Squad yet, so I don't know what she's
And
like.
besides that, they'll
Really
make the
like
movie.
her.
They'll make the Harley Quinn movie, right?
They'll make it.
But
anyway.
they'll put in the Joker and Batman
Yeah,
just to grab money because I wouldn't
Yeah.
care. I wouldn't see a Harley Quinn movie. What can they do?
I think a lot of people are going for the
I-
sex tape. Let's be fair.
Yeah, Margot Robbie. Like
What?
she's not even a made. What movie has she been in on her own yet? Like she's been in Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street, that's all. She was in
She
another
was in the
movie
one
with
with Will Smith. Was it called Lucy or no?
It was called Focus.
Oh, Focus.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that because I don't.
I don't know. I just. I
We
think it's
don't
going-
give a shit about those films.
No, we don't give a shit. It's just I don't know. The Harley Quinn movie. It just sounds like it's. You know, DC. The record hasn't been great. You know what I mean?
No.
Besides the Dark Knight
Exactly.
trilogy,
They've got
I
a
would
bad-
hate that film.
They've really rushed out their films recently,
And this is
but it's to keep up
yeah.
with Marvel.
True. This isn't even on the point of news, but you hear Ben Affleck's going to be like making most movies from now on.
Batflick, yeah.
Batfleck.
Batflick. Here we go.
Like he's
Making
in charge.
him, like,
He's
he's directing.
he's co-producer on the new Batman film. You know what I mean? And he's going to direct it and everything, and he's doing all that shit. And on the new Justice League movie, he's going to be co-producing. So
I think it would work
that's
well.
kind of like telling Zack Snyder just fuck off. For a
Yeah.
while, you know what I mean?
I mean, Zack Snyder kind of fucked up the films a bit.
He's
He's like,
come up a lot,
oh,
yeah.
look, visuals,
Yeah.
action sequences. What's the story?
No, I like Man of Steel, but I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
I don't hate Batman vs Superman.
but it's a pretty bad
I
film.
just don't want to watch it for.
Just so messy and yeah.
It,
yeah, and
destroy-
that's not on the
it
top.
destroys our childhood.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Anyway, Harley Quinn, yeah, fuck it. proceed on.
Looking forward to it.
Just
Next.
once we see Suicide Squad, like that's
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on
Even when
Suicide
she-
Squad?
Even when she's in Suicide Squad, I don't even know if a movie will be okay for her.
I kind of find her like, a bit annoying actually in the trailer so far. Like she's acting up, but I hate that she's like the voice is in my head. You're like stop. You know, it's like
Who wrote
you
these
get it, you're
lines?
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, like just stop. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next?
Alright, so next up, we're just going to talk about Suicide Squad. You know, it's a bit odd, but like,
Just have to talk
what
about
are your
it.
hopes, Rush? What do you hope you get out of it? Do you think we get a Deadshot film out of it, or
I'd rather a Deadshot film than
a
Harley
Deadshot
Quinn,
film would be pretty
because
good?
Will Smith is a movie star.
Although I don't know about Will Smith as Deadshot. It's kind of like all the pictures of Will Smith and like the screenshots and previews. It
Yeah.
looks like he just doesn't belong. He looks really sad. Like, why am I here?
He looks kind of like
Out of place.
is there Academy Award in it for me kind of thing.
Yeah, he doesn't really suit the genre. Really,
Yeah, I don't know.
he's more of
Oh.
comedic.
In Suicide Squad, he
Yeah,
doesn't
he looks a bit
being that
awkward.
kind of-
He looks like it's like getting. He's a big action star, you know. But
Yeah.
they're kind of making him look like a small character, which is weird. That's like I don't know.
He's normally getting the main stage of it, like, but like I
That's
don't
like
know.
making Spider-Man a side character in a Spider movie, like because Will Smith's such a big actor. You know?
Yeah,
It's like-
he's getting the main like title, like he's the first name in the movie. So
yeah. And do you remember when Tom Hardy was meant to be Killer Croc in Suicide Squad? Did you
Yeah.
hear that like ages ago? And
Yeah.
he dropped
I
out
remember,
because Will Smith said, "I don't want to be competing against him." There was like a big kind of thing where he was like, "I'm the biggest star in this film, not Tom Hardy."
yeah,
That's a little bit different.
yeah, exactly.
Alright, so well,
That's so.
we're running out of
Wait,
things to say
But you just
because
forced to say, yeah,
you know.
exactly.
I know. I'm telling you to speak up. 'cause the
Anyway,
thing
fuck
is,
yeah, I'm done talking about Suicide Squad.
yeah,
Next.
because you know, it's not out. We don't know what to talk about it. We'll talk about it when it's out. We'll give it a good review.
Good idea.
Hopefully, yeah,
Great
you
idea.
know. Sponsor us, Suicide Squad, please. Please, we need the money. Okay, next,
We need reviewers up.
X-Men Apocalypse.
Yes, you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet, but apparently
Shit,
it's
Sammy,
getting
can't talk spoilers.
terrible reviews.
There's no actual.
It's not
spoilers.
getting terrible. It's getting mixed reviews.
It's getting mixed reviews,
Mixed
but
reviews.
that's considered bad because Days of Future Past was so good.
I mean, because things were so close to Batman v Superman, people have started
Yes.
going.
Even Civil War got a hit as well.
Yeah.
Like that should have made $1 billion. Like,
I
should
mean,
have made way more.
it's not been a good year. Well, it's been a good and bad year for superheroes.
That's what happened. Deadpool kicked it off, and everyone was like, "Can't wait!" And then Batman came out, and they're like, "Oh!"
my
And then
God.
Then Civil War.
came out, they're like, "Yes!" And then next week, they're like, "Why can't it be as good as Civil War?" You know?
I think if Batman v Superman didn't come out the same year as Deadpool
Yeah.
and Civil War, it would have had a better fighting chance. See, we're back to Batman v Superman again.
Four movies
Look at
in
you,
a row.
Batman, the source of our pain and suffering.
Yeah,
Fuck.
thanks, Batman.
But yeah, X-Men Apocalypse. It's.
What did you think of it?
I liked it. Like, well, the thing is though, I saw Civil War twice, but I wouldn't see X-Men Apocalypse twice. Like, not because it's bad, just because you know it's so well put together. You know what's going to happen straight away. Like, you'd see Civil War again because of Spider-Man. But you wouldn't see X-Men Apocalypse again.
But it looked like everyone in it. Apocalypse was okay, like, but Magneto was
No,
absolutely.
Magneto.
Really,
I need a Magneto movie. We need a Magneto song.
That'd be
after
good,
seeing,
right.
after seeing
But
him
did
in
you
this movie,
did you
like,
feel it did like Days of Future Past justice? As in, was it a
But put it
good
this way,
sequel
it's
to
the
it?
trilogy of all trilogies where like the last one is always the kind of like the second one's unreal, yeah,
Yeah,
and then they're like so much hype over the second one that they go overboard with the third one,
yeah.
and they
It's
just
the
don't want to
usual
do
case with films.
and they said it in the film as well. Spoilers. They went to see Return of the Jedi,
yeah.
and they walked out and they were just like, "Oh, the third one's always the worst of the film," and that was that.
He was on about the Last Stand, I think, because Bryan Singer never directed
Yeah.
that, so he fucking hated that.
Yeah.
Put a
That's why he
spoiler
didn't
warning
make
there
enough
in
for
for
that.
Return of the Jedi
Yeah.
part. Don't worry.
And this is not a
Oh,
spoiler. It's
no.
just a criticism. Nightcrawler, he's a big blue guy, like the devil, yeah.
Yeah.
He walks around
Teleports.
in a jacket, no one blinks an eye, like no one's like mutants in the fucking cinema. Everyone's just
Yeah.
like, "Yay, blue Michael Jackson, the blue
Blue
guy."
Michael Jackson teleporting. Whoa.
Yeah. He was good though. I actually like Nightcrawler.
Oh, and the Quicksilver scene just.
Oh, Quicksilver
Fucking
scene. If you
Quicksilver
like, if you
is
like
always-
Days of Future Past, Quicksilver scene, this one's just gonna like.
I
It's
saw
so
that.
well planned. The way, not spoiling
Yes.
anything, but the way he shows up to do his scene is brilliant.
How he's there, how the moment is built up into, like.
Like, I did not expect him to show up there at all.
No.
There was a trailer right
Not
for
at
Sky, and it was pretty good. Did you see that one?
Oh, the
That
sky
one-
one. The
I thought
popcorn.
it was funny. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
And I what's next?
All right, so next we're talking about Farewell Hugh Jackman.
Farewell,
Apparently-
Jackman.
He's got one more Wolverine film to go,
Yeah.
possibly.
He was in Apocalypse, and I wouldn't even say that was really a major part. Like, he did not even have to work that hard for that movie.
I think he was in Apocalypse because they couldn't
Yeah.
not leave him out.
That's a bit of a spoiler, but if you didn't know, this show's called Spoiler Squad, so
And it is
you
in the
knew
trailer.
exactly
It's in
what
the
you're
third
listening to.
trailer.
It's in the third trailer, so
Yes.
sorry guys.
Crooked Claws is
Get
in
over
the
it.
movie, guys. Yeah.
So
What do you think of him leaving?
yeah,
I think
it's going to be hard to replace him.
It is, but I feel
I'm
it's
looking
good that he's leaving.
yes.
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
looking
he's
forward to
getting
what
old.
else he can do out of his career. Like, I want to
It
see him
is.
like I'd love to see him as James Bond, even though that's out of
That'd be good.
that's
Yeah.
out of the discussion. But yeah,
I don't think they could ever have an Australian James Bond. You see,
yeah, true. But the best thing about Hugh
But on the
Jackman is like he does not just like he owns Wolverine, but he can do everything else like Les Mis and all that.
Yeah,
and he Prisoners
exactly.
and they're Taken or something. Yeah, what was the movie called?
Prisoners.
Prisoners. Yes.
Yeah.
Why did I say Taken? That just maybe sound like an idiot. Yeah.
That's Liam Neeson.
But yeah.
who do you think could takes place? My bets are on Tom Hardy.
Well,
He's
he's
like
like,
Michael Cera.
well,
Definitely.
he's 38, like. he'll
Tom
be
Hardy.
old as well.
But look, if you saw Mad Max,
What's that guy from the Kingsman Secret Service? What's his character name?
the young guy,
Taron Egerton or something. That's the. That's his name.
Tarface is common. I don't know his name.
Yeah, that's
Tarface.
It's something like that.
I
He'd
know.
be pretty good. I mean, like he was in the movie Eagle.
He worked with Hugh Jackman in
Yeah, so
Yeah.
The Eagle.
and he
So
kind of
maybe
looks like
coulda-
if he buffed up, he kind of looks a bit like
I
intimidating as well.
Isaac Jackman will recommend him. I have a feeling he'll do that.
I still want Tom
I think
Hardy.
he'll get
Just
buffed up.
Michael Cera.
And he's young, and he actually agree with him. He's young, and he can learn a lot more before going into it.
True.
Yes,
And
and
he'll have a lot of time doing it.
and he was
But
tough in King's Secret Service too. Like he looked like he could be a main. He could look
He
like
was
he'd
built
support
enough. Like,
film.
he was built
Yeah, and that
enough.
was his first film, and he already took the lead.
Yeah, but if you think about it, like, do you remember in The Dark Knight Rises? I mean, you saw how fucking built Tom Hardy got for Bane.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he's got the muscle mass for it.
Yeah, but the
I
thing
mean,
is like
yeah.
Hugh Jackman was only like what 20 something when he was in the first X-Men.
Yeah, he was-
28 or something.
28. Yeah,
28,
Tom Hardy's up 30
was.
something.
He's like
He's
30.
35, I think.
Actually, yeah, this is off topic, but you know, Hugh Jackman like accidentally got the part. Like,
Yeah.
they were looking through tapes, and they were like, "Oh, this guy." They were like, "Nah," and she was like, "Oh no, we'll call him in," and they called him in. They're like, "Perfect."
That's how like
And a janitor asked Bryan Singer, "Are you casting that guy?" And he was like, he had to come up on the spot. He
Yeah.
had to go, "Yes." Like, you know, the janitor was just like, "Are you taking that guy?" And he was like, "Oh fuck." The minute he said yes, it was official.
yeah. That's kind of like how George Lucas picked
Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Yeah.
What's his name? Harrison Ford fell through his roof when he was fixing a roof, and he's like, "Oh, you're perfect.
Yeah.
You're perfect. I'm gonna put you in my new film."
Crippled
Yeah.
boy who fell from the
He
ceiling.
fell through my roof. He's a boomer.
All those actors have amazing stories. And
Yeah, there's never said I
auditioned.
auditioned and got the part. It's always like I fucking fell.
I
and
fell
broke my
through
leg.
George
I
Lucas's
was like,
roof.
yeah. What's next?
Okay, so next topic is for Cable for Deadpool 2.
Ron Perlman, just pick Ron Perlman, please.
We all know you love Ron Perlman.
He has
Ken,
the same hair.
but
He has the same. He's been Hellboy. He knows how to do big and mean.
And he's an actor who's that type of
yeah,
in those type of movies.
Could
You know,
you just imagine-
cursing and fucking
yes.
shit like
and
that.
Ryan Reynolds. Could you
Violence.
imagine him like being smart and cheeky to Ron Perlman and him
Yeah.
just be like, "Shut the fuck up with a cigar," you know?
I kind of like that idea, but still, again, I feel like Ron Perlman is getting a bit old.
But that's perfect though. He's an age.
You can only do one movie, like Deadpool 2.
I
Like,
He
suppose
does
he is
Hellboy.
smart.
This is off topic again. My name should be off topic, but like he's doing
Off
he wants
topic,
to do
your new
Hellboy 3.
nickname.
Hellboy 3, yeah, off topic. But
It'd be hard to do Hellboy 3.
Liam Neeson would be good as well.
Yeah, Liam Neeson looks good.
would he do it though?
There was
Liam Neeson do
I'd
that?
say he'd be a bit of a prick to do it. You know?
I
Oh,
think
no,
he
no,
was,
movie with fucking Deadpool.
he's
I
a
say
bit
he
of
has enough with those action movies, like three
too
movies.
serious.
three taken movies, Star Wars, all that shit. Like
He's too serious. Like Ron Perlman, like is like, oh, I do not know about it. Liam
What
Neeson's
comedies has he been in as well? Like,
like, Million Ways a Day in the West, maybe.
That's
he
not
wasn't
really
even funny
he
in
was
that.
no, he was
He was a serious
He
guy.
didn't
Again.
even like.
he had to be the serious guy.
It felt like
Yeah.
he was in a serious movie, just in a comedy. He was like he thought he was in a serious movie, but he was in a comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, he's like.
No, I'd be looking forward to see either one of them. Like really, Ron Perlman does look good, but he's
Okay,
old.
who'd be your top 3 people to play Cable if you had to pick them?
Liam Neeson,
Yes.
Ron Perlman,
Yes.
and just somebody that looks like Cable. There you
Some
go.
grey.
Some great
Billy
Well, I have
badass.
to pick Rob Perlman, so like.
Who'd be your
Because
other
like-
2 choices? You can say the same as him if you want, but just think of other actors. Like they can dye their hair. They don't have to be old and grey.
See, it almost looks like we prepared these answers.
Yes,
we
do
actually
not prepare these answers.
we
no.
don't. We don't prepare.
Get the
before
shit
we
out
answer.
of my
Yeah.
fucking face.
Do you really think we prepare for these? Go on, give us your opinion, Jamie.
It's either Ron Perlman's number one.
Ron Perlman is number 1. And we're not saying that because you love some
like
charity.
he would be there. I wouldn't mind. But like I'm just saying, would he do it? And
Who? Ron Perlman?
no, Liam Neeson. I say he'd be good. Liam Neeson would be good. But
Or
like,
Enough money
I'd
he
say
would.
it's a long
The
shot.
villain from Avatar. You know that guy in the big suit.
Oh, him.
That, actually, yeah. Give him a beard.
That
Yeah,
fucker.
give him a beard. He's like kind of that grey hair as well. That's a shot.
Kind of. Yeah, that kind of works as well. What's his
You
name?
know who? I don't know his name.
I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Bad guy from Avatar. Next.
Cliche bad guy. Okay, next topic. The new Spider-Man film.
Homecoming.
Thoughts?
Homecoming. Rhyme.
Back to
Whatever.
the Reinhardt
Yeah,
service.
the movie will just come on and they'll just say like, oh, welcome to the Homecoming. He'll just be like, mission report December 16th, 1991.
Freight car.
Yeah. Peter, what are you doing? Mission report.
Freight car.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. Anyway,
Report.
what happened in
Obviously,
obviously,
1999.
if it's anything from what we saw in Civil War, then it's going to be a good Spider movie.
Because he's fucking great.
But then again, like, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't be like, it's going to be good.
Well, there aren't any trailers out or anything, so we
No,
don't know.
and we know, well, Aunt May is going to be fucking sexy, so that's fine.
And yeah.
They said as well.
Aunt May's are getting younger
Yes.
and younger and
She's
younger.
getting younger. And the thing is, like, they said that they're going to make this the most interracial Marvel movie, so everyone's going to be like different races, which is good. Like, what I mean, just expect to see like Black Harry Osborn. and stuff.
Zendaya, do you know that girl Zendaya?
She's meant to be Mary
She's
Jane, isn't she?
cast. Is she? I don't know. She's cast in the movie. So
I always
yeah.
thought before they casted Spider-Man for Civil War that it was like, oh yeah, we're probably going to get Black Spider-Man.
Yeah, like Miles
No,
Morales.
Hope's dashed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually wouldn't mind. Did you ever read Miles Morales? That's Spider-Man. He becomes Spider-Man when Spider-Man dies. He's a Black Spider-Man. It's a good read. You should read it.
And
But I don't think they never had Spider-Man before, so they can't just make a Black Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Not
it'd
that
be
that's
weird.
bad, but they just want to do the original Spider-Man for a while.
I suppose.
Iron Man's gonna be in it as well.
Iron Man's in it as
yeah,
well, yes.
Iron Man,
That's-
yeah.
thank you.
Everybody loves Iron Man. That'll draw people in.
That's
That
here.
one-
Let's be honest. Like Tom Holland isn't a major star, so they need someone to drag the money.
Yeah,
That's
you
like
want
we
them
said.
to
The
do
Harley
exactly.
Quinn movie. They're going to get all the big stars in it.
Well, he's gonna milk that film for cash. Like
Oh,
he's
stop.
mad for cash.
Who now? Robert Downey Jr.
Well,
Yes.
like, he got paid
Of
more
course.
than
Chris Evans. is
Chris
there.
Evans, and Chris Evans was in
This
his
is an
own
actual
film.
fact. For Avengers 1, he got 55 million, and everyone else had to take a pay cut. Thor got 2 million. Chris Hemsworth. Can you imagine that?
And Thor
How could
actually
you go-
had to stay him like
Yes.
not in
And
a
he's
CGI suit.
Yeah, he had to get muscle and grow his hair long,
He
and
had to
Robert Downey Jr.
swing
showed
and
up and
shit.
just put on glasses with lenses on him like he always fucking does.
Nah. God.
Do you know what he's in action when the fucking helmet goes down and he's not even...
Robert Downey
Still
Jr., if
though-
you somehow find this podcast, we are so fucking sorry.
We are a big fan, but you're too rich. You're too rich.
Yes.
You made 5 films and you're rich.
Anyway, what was the topic?
150 million in 3 movies.
Yeah.
Anyway, Spider-Man. Back to Spider-Man.
Back to Spider-Man.
Yes,
Spider-Man.
can't wait.
Possible
Love
villains.
Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire should be recast.
Tobey Maguire.
Yes.